Green sofas are everywhere right now, but here's the problem. They can either look really high-end or really off. And if you've been staring at your living room thinking, why doesn't this feel right? This video is gonna fix that. Because today I'm breaking down exactly how to style a green sofa, especially if you're trying to design a green sofa living room that feels modern, elevated, and expensive. And I actually designed full living rooms for you so you could see exactly how this works in real life. We're gonna go through the biggest mistakes I see, then I'll show you the exact color combinations that work. And I even created full shoppable rooms for each one so that you could recreate the look in your home. Hi, I'm Nikki D, your interior design bestie, here to help you make your home look expensive on a budget. And if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe because I'm doing a full sofa series and each one builds on the next. Before we get into style, we need to talk about the most important thing, and that's undertones. Because this is where most people go wrong. Not all green sofas are the same, and how you style it depends completely on the tone of green you have. So let's break this down really simply. If you have an olive green sofa, that's going to be a warmer, more earthy tone. This works really well with things like wood, caramel, rust, and warm neutrals. If you have more of an emerald green, that's a cooler, richer tone. That's gonna pair better with black, deeper contrast, and even blues. And then if you have sage green, which is softer, more muted, and a little more neutral, that one is actually the most flexible. Now here's where people get messed up. They mix warm and cool tones without realizing it. So for example, if you have an olive green sofa, which is warm, and you pair it with cool gray tones, that's when a room starts to feel off. Or if you have a cooler emerald sofa and you bring in really yellow-based beiges, same thing. So before you change anything in your space, just take a minute and ask yourself, is my green warm, cool, or neutral? Because that's gonna guide every decision you make. Before we even look at the rooms, this is a step most people skip. Now let's talk about the biggest mistakes I see with green sofas, because fixing these alone can completely transform your space. The first mistake is trying to match everything to the sofa. So people bring in green pillows, green art, green decor, and now the room starts to feel themed instead of designed. And what you actually want is contrast and balance. The second mistake is getting the contrast wrong. Either everything is too light so the sofa feels disconnected, or everything is too dark and the room feels heavy. What we want is a mix of light, medium, and dark tones. The third mistake is ignoring texture. This one is huge. Even if your colors are right, if everything is flat fabric, flat finishes, no variety, the room is gonna feel inexpensive. And then the last one, which ties back to what we talked about earlier, is mixing the wrong undertones. So if something ever felt off in your space and you couldn't figure out why, a lot of times it's this. Now I'm gonna walk you through a few different color combinations, and each one is gonna give your space a completely different feel. If your sofa feels a little bold or a little too heavy in the room, this is the first combination I'd try. Green with cream, ivory, or soft beige is one of the easiest ways to make a space feel calm and elevated. What this does is it softens the contrast. Instead of the sofa feeling like it's standing out too much, it starts to blend into the overall palette. And this is where layering really matters. Instead of using one flat white, you want to bring in different tones. Cream, ivory, warm beige, and then add texture on top of that. So think boucle chairs, linen pillows, a soft textured rug. That's what gives you that high-end look. And one thing I always tell people to avoid here is using a really stark, bright white, because that can feel too harsh against green. So keeping everything slightly warm is what makes it feel cohesive. Now I want you to look at these two rooms. This is the same idea, just styled at two different price points. And this is something I really want you to understand. It's not about the exact pieces, it's about the palette and the overall look and feel. Notice what's happening here. You have warm ivory chairs, soft textured rugs, light wood tones, and nothing is a harsh white. That's what makes this feel expensive. Everything is slightly warm and layered. And if this ever feels too plain to you, that's where texture comes in. Boucle, linen, wood, stone, that's what gives this look depth without adding more color. And I recreated this look with pieces that you could shop in the description below. This next one is one of my favorites, and if you watched my brown sofa video, this one's gonna feel very familiar because it's the reverse. If you have a green sofa and you bring in caramel tones, wood finishes, or leather accents, this creates that organic, grounded look that feels really designer. This works especially well with olive greens because everything stays in that warm, earthy family. And what I love about this combination is it feels very livable. It doesn't feel trendy, it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard, it just works. Now I want you to look at this room because if you watched my brown sofa video, this is gonna click immediately because what we did there, we could flip here. If you see a room with a brown sofa and green chairs or accents, you can reverse it. Now the green becomes the main piece and the brown becomes the support. Notice what's happening here. The wood tones are grounding the space, the caramel accents are warming it up, and nothing is competing with the sofa. This is how designers think. We're not attached to the individual piece, we're working with the palette. So if your space already has wood tones or you already have brown furniture, this is one of the easiest ways to make everything feel intentional and connected. Now if your space still feels a little soft, this is where we change that. If your sofa feels a little too soft or a little too traditional, this is one of the fastest ways to modernize it. You add black. That's it. Black brings in contrast, structure, and definition, and it instantly sharpens the entire space. Now I want you to look at this room. Look at how much this changes the feeling of the space. Now it feels more structured, more modern, more intentional. Black acts like an anchor in a room. It grounds everything and gives your eye a place to land. And notice it's not everywhere. It's used in very specific places. The artwork, the lighting, and small accents throughout the room. You don't need a lot, you just need it in the right places. And this is where sometimes people go wrong. They either don't use enough contrast or they overdo it. So instead of making everything black, you want to sprinkle it in. Just enough to define the space without making it feel heavy. This works especially well with deeper greens like emerald because that contrast feels really clean and modern. And this exact look was created with pieces that you could shop below. This is where your space starts to feel a little more layered and a little more designer. Green and blue actually sit next to each other on the color wheel, so they naturally work together. But the key here is variation. You don't want everything to be the exact tone. So instead you might bring in a navy pillow, a softer blue in your rug, or even artwork that has both tones in it. And what that does is it adds depth. So instead of the room feeling flat, it starts to feel collected. This is a really good option if your space feels a little boring, but you don't want to go too bold. Now I want you to look at this room. This one's a little more subtle, but very designer. Notice how everything is layered. Nothing is competing, and the colors feel really cohesive. And I want you to look at this because this is something most people completely overlook. The only thing that changed here is the art. Look at how much impact that has on the entire room. Art is not just decor, it actually sets a tone for the whole space. It could shift a room from feeling calm to bold to modern without changing any of the furniture. So if your room has ever felt off and you keep thinking you need a new sofa or new furniture, sometimes it's not that at all. It's what's happening on your walls. And this is why I always say before you replace big pieces, look at your art first. Because that's one of the easiest ways to completely change the feel of a space. If this look fits your design style, I linked all the pieces below. And if you're still not sure what your design style is, make sure you take my design quiz. It's linked below and it'll help you shop with confidence. This is one of the biggest shifts we're seeing right now, moving into warmer, earthier color palettes. And green paired with rust or terracotta is one of my favorite combinations. If we look at this room, it has green with warm, earthy tones like terracotta. This is what gives you that organic, modern look that feels warm, cozy, and really inviting. Notice the balance here. The warm rust tones are bringing in richness. The green sofa feels calm and grounded. You have a neutral base keeping everything light, and the wood tones are tying it all together. This works because these colors naturally exist together. If you think about nature, green and these warm clay tones are always paired. So when you bring them together in your home, it automatically feels cohesive and more intentional. And this is also a really good option if your space feels a little cold or flat, because these warmer tones instantly make a room feel more inviting without making it feel heavy. And what I love about this combination is it doesn't feel overly trendy, but it still feels current and updated. If you love any of the pieces from this look, you could shop them below. Now this last one is a little more bold. This is where we get into higher contrast combinations. Now take a look at this room. This is where green and burgundy come together. Green and red sit opposite each other on the color wheel, and burgundy is a shade of red. So when paired together, they create a really rich, layered look. And this is what starts to feel a little more dramatic, a little more high-end, and a little more editorial. Now notice what's happening here. The depth of color, the contrast between the tones, and the overall mood of the space. It feels more elevated, but also more intentional. And this is something you'll see a lot in higher end interiors. They're not afraid of deeper, richer color combinations, because that's what gives a space that layered finished look. But the key here is balance. You don't want equal amounts of both colors. You want one to lead and the other to support. So in this case, the green is your main piece and the burgundy comes in through the pillows, art, or smaller accents. And that's what keeps it from feeling overwhelming and instead makes it feel really elevated. This is where your space starts to feel really finished. Now, once you understand these combinations, this is where everything starts to click. One of the biggest shifts you can make in your space is thinking in terms of color palettes instead of pieces. So for example, if you see a room with a brown sofa and green chairs, you can flip that. Now you have a green sofa and brown accents and the room still works. Because it was never about the exact furniture, it was about the color palette. And once you start thinking that way, it becomes so much easier to put a room together. And I also want to talk about real life situations because not everyone is starting from scratch. If you have a green sectional, the same rules apply. You want to make sure everything around it supports that color instead of competing with it. If you're working with a small space, lean into lighter tones around the sofa to keep things feeling open. And in open concept spaces, this is where repeating colors in small ways throughout the room really helps everything feel connected. Now, hopefully you can see it's not about finding the perfect green sofa, it's about how you style around it. Once you understand the undertones, contrast, and layering, you can make almost anything look high-end. I linked all these rooms and pieces below if you want to recreate any of these looks in your home. And if you want more help, you could take my design quiz and grab my measuring guide, both linked below. And if you're struggling starting or completing your space, make sure you check out my course, Design a Home 101. Inside, I walk you through everything from start to finish so that you can design a space you love with confidence. No more second guessing, and you'll finally finish that space you've been putting off for months. I can't wait to see you inside. And let me know in the comments, what color is your sofa? Because I'm continuing this series and I might just do your color next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's decorating their home right now, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a new video every week. Love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy designing. Ciao. If you made it this far, leave a comment and let me know if you noticed anything different about today's video. I actually have been wearing the Invisalign for the past 3 weeks. This is the first video that I kept it in to record. I'm from New York, so I know I talk fast. I think that it helps me slow down, but if you noticed anything different with the quality of my pronunciation or my words, leave a comment and let me know. Help a girl out. That way I know if I have to take it out or I could leave it in. Thanks so much. Ciao.